The views expressed in this film are based on interviews conducted with certain segments of the African American community. We wanted to understand why some people do not seek needed medical care. This dramatization addresses the racial and economic realities that have produced cultural barriers such as fear and distrust. We produced this film to acknowledge factors that are seldom discussed. We hope it will initiate open and honest discussion and motivate change. Our ultimate goal is to increase the number of African Americans seeking out screening, diagnosis, treatment, and clinical trials in Georgia.
Hey everybody, how everybody doing? It's good to see the family. Good to see all y'all here. How you doing?
Hey Pete.
Hey baby sister, how you doing?
Hey
Good to see you. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yes, sir.
Passed by Denise's room and she looks so peaceful in there. Don't look like she's in any pain at all.
You know, she can still hear me. She can still hear her mama's voice. I sang to her last night, and she squeezed my hand.
Man, I cannot believe this is happening to our sister. I mean, like, just last summer she was all right.
Last summer, she probably was in stage 2 and didn't know.
If only Dr. Williams would have caught it sooner.
Yeah, if Dr. Williams would have caught it sooner, all that would have did is gave him the opportunity to charge him more and run that bill up, and she still would have been in that bed on her last leg.
I know that's right.
That white man don't care about nobody.
Man, when he came into the hospital room, he didn't even look me in the eye.
If Denise was white,
White and had money, it'd be a different story. She probably walking around right now.
well, that's all those doctors care about is money.
Mm-hmm. It seemed like we couldn't get nothing done when they found out she didn't have no insurance, no treatment. We couldn't get nothing done.
I don't trust none of them. I don't trust the doctor, the hospital, or the clinic. That's why I never go.
Never say never. That's to the extreme.
Extreme? Did Daddy tell you how Mr. Reynolds died?
He died of syphilis, didn't he?
Yeah, he died of syphilis. But when they found out he had syphilis, the doctor gave him fake medication just to see him die.
What? Where did you hear that?
Tuskegee, Alabama. They experimented on hundreds of black men and already had the cure.
They wouldn't do that.
Oh, they did it. They did it for years. They let a lot of us die doing those experiments, and it was exposed in the 70s. It was called the Tuskegee experiment.
So that's why Daddy never went to the doctor?
Well, that and the fact that he had to drink from black-only fountains, the fact that he got hosed down just because he wanted to eat in restaurants, and the fact that he heard all these stories about blacks being lynched, well, that had something to do with it, too.
Daddy never went to the doctor and never took us either.
And you never took me and Janice. But I ain't complaining, though.
Last semester on campus, they had a health fair and I got a physical. I got screened for breast cancer and I got a pap smear for cervical cancer.
You did all that?
Mama, I started taking care of my body, especially after I found out my sister had cancer. Do you know girls as young as 9 years old can get vaccine for cervical cancer?
You mean a vaccine like for measles or something?
Yes.
But it's for cancer. Do they have a way of stopping you from getting cancer?
Cervical cancer? Yes. They're learning more about cancer every year.
Have they made that breast exam easier? Because I heard that they mash down on your breast and that hurts.
Ooh, I can't even talk about that, and I sure don't want no pap smear.
Oh no, I'm not going to do any of that stuff. None of it.
It may be a little bit uncomfortable for the moment, but if women could walk around all day in high-heel shoes and wear girdles just to look good, why can't we get treated for a life-threatening disease?
Yeah, if a woman's strong enough to give birth to a child, a little test ain't nothing.
Yeah, man, y'all should really go and get checked.
Amen to that.
Now look who's talking. Pete, 1 minute you talking about daddy, slavery, white people and stuff, and how you don't trust doctors, but now you saying we need to get checked.
Okay.
I was just saying that, no, all I'm saying is that if Denise would have gotten checked, we wouldn't have been sitting at this table right now.
Oh no, Pete, don't blame me for that. I did
No,
all that I
sweetie, I wasn't
could
trying to
for my
blame
child. And if I could take that cancer away from her today, I would do
No,
it. Don't
no,
put that
no,
blame
no,
on
no,
me.
no, listen,
I did
I'm
all
not
I
saying-
could for my child. With all I had, I didn't. And my child is still in there
You
dying.
did
That's
the
my
best.
baby laying there in that room. And I did all that I could with all that I had. I spent every dime I had for treatment for her.
I mean, you did.
Don't-
the best
don't
you
do
can
that.
You did the best you can do.
I tried,
It'll
I
be all
tried.
right. It'll be okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna go check on Denise.
No, I'll go check on Denise. You've been up all night long. I'll go check on Denise.
You know, Uncle Pete, men should get checked too.
I don't need to be checked for nothing. I don't smoke and I don't have no breasts.
Lung cancer isn't the only cancer, you know. Colon and prostate cancer is common among men.
Well, where can I get this exam?
It's not where you get it, it's where you get it, if you know what I'm saying.
What?
And let me tell you something. I've only had one physical exam in my life, and that's when I was about to go get this job. And if I would have got this physical, the deal was done. And this doctor tell me to pull out my drawers. He wanted to check my prostate. Now, of course, I didn't know what a prostate was at that time.
So, I mean, like, you had to get a shot?
A shot? That fool told me to pull out my drawers and he was going to put his finger in my behind, and you know that wasn't about to happen.
You was trying to act like y'all was in prison or something.
I was about to go to prison because I was about to go upside his head. I don't play that.
Well, let me check your prostate.
See, now go ahead now.
Pete, you hit the doctor.
I was about to punch him because I ain't no punk and I don't go out like that.
So women should get checked, but not men?
Okay, so what if I go get checked and find that I got cancer? I don't have no money for no test, and I definitely don't have no money for no treatment.
Well, I mean, can we even get screened without insurance? Because, I mean, from what y'all is saying, I mean, we can't do nothing without it.
Dr. William gave us these brochures. These are clinics right here in our area that will give us free screening.
Yeah, free screenings, but what about free treatments?
Mama, I've done my homework, and I wish I would have known this sooner. But we can get financial assistance for cancer treatment too. Those in that clinic are just as qualified as other doctors. They dedicate their lives to helping people who can't afford medical treatment. As a matter of fact, they can treat us better because they're people who truly care about us. I know what happened in Tuskegee was bad, but that was 40 years ago. The world has moved on, and it's time for us to move on with it. Too many African Americans are dying of all kinds of diseases. And we need to get up and get moving. Stop being afraid. Stop procrastinating. We don't have an excuse anymore.
Well, I know Denise would want us all to get checked. I might can't do anything about Denise right now, but I sure don't want to lose any more of my family. And that includes you too, Pete, with your hard head.
Monique, I think she's passed away.
No. My baby. Not my baby. No.
Unfortunately, events like this happen in homes across America way too many times each year. One day your sister seems fine. The next day she's fighting for her life in the last stages of cancer. But it doesn't have to be that way if you catch it early. Who should get checked and when? For cervical cancer, women at the age of 21 and older should start having a Pap test every 1 to 2 years. For breast cancer, women 40 and older should have a mammogram every year. For prostate cancer, men ages 45 and older should have an annual prostate screening. Men with a family history of prostate cancer should be screened at the age of 40. Beginning at the age of 50, men and women need to be screened for colon and rectal cancer. These are the recommended screening schedules, but check with your doctor to see if you need to be screened earlier than suggested. These are changing times, and you and your family need to stay up to date to stay healthy. Even if you don't have a doctor or insurance, you can still receive help. For all cancers, call your local American Cancer Society or local health department. Another resource for breast cancer is the Komen Organization. But whatever you do, don't put it off. Get checked soon.